Welcome to Investing Without Regrets podcast. Your host, Ivan Casiano. Now, I am going to tell you a little bit about me and why I am starting this podcast. The reason I am starting this podcast is to help other people start their own journeys into business, into entrepreneurship, into real estate investing. But not just that. I also want to emphasize and focus on what success really looks like for other people, right? I mean, if you might have all the money in the world, if you have a good business, but if your health sucks, you are losing the game. Now, if you have a good, healthy life, you have a good, successful business, but your marriage is broken, and your relationship with your kids is broken, you are losing the game. So the whole purpose of this podcast is for people to have a better life, I am going to be interviewing successful business owners, real estate investors, where they talk about their struggles, about their past, their present, their future. But before we do all of that, I want to tell you, who am I? Well, guys, my name is Ivan Casiano. I was born in Rupert, Idaho. I come from nothing. My parents come from nothing. They came from a little pueblo in the beautiful state of Guerrero, Mexico. And my dad came here as an immigrant looking for a better future. And he did give us a better future. He worked at a farm for many, many years. He became the foreman, and that's where we lived in a little farm north of Paul, Idaho. And I used to live in a little trailer, which I'm very proud of because I know what the struggle looks like. I had to work in the farm at my young age at 14. From there, my dad always told me, this is something I always keep from him, some good advice. He always told me to always look and pursue a better education. Nobody can steal your education. What you learn well, what you always keep in your mind, nobody can steal it. So I decided, with that being said, I finished high school. I decided to pursue a career in College of Southern Idaho as an automotive technician. I graduated in 2012. I worked for different repair shops, a couple repair shops here in the area. And then in 2014, I decided to start a business along with my brother, who was my business partner at that time. We started that in 2014. I turned wrenches, and one of the things, we were afraid. We were afraid of fear. None of us in our family had started a business here in the United States before, so we didn't even know the steps. We seeked a little bit of guidance and advice. We didn't know all of the steps, and to be honest, we didn't even know how to start a business. But we did know is how to fix cars very well. We were good at it. So we decided to take massive action. We leased a shop here in town. We later purchased it. And not too long ago, in 2023, I decided to sell my business. Now, why the heck would I decide or why would I make that choice of selling my business when it already made well over six figures? I had a comfortable life. I had a beautiful home. I have a beautiful truck, the truck of my dreams. I have a beautiful family. Why would I trade all that comfortable life to start something new? Well, it's because I discovered I had a fear. One more thing that I should fear. I had a bigger fear of, not failure, but I had a fear of regret. With that being said, I discovered that I did not want to wrench the rest of my life. I wanted to start other businesses. I wanted to start other adventures. But I did have fear of living a comfortable life. I got too comfortable. And when I started thinking and looking at my future and seeing myself as a 60-year-old turning wrenches and not deciding to take action into doing something else, that's when regret came in. And I had fear of having regret when I was 60, not for not having the courage to start something else. So that is why I decided to sell my business and start a different adventure. And what did I start? I'm so passionate about business, but I pursued a business in real estate. I started a wholesaling and flipping business, not knowing anything about real estate. I started that in 2023. 2023 completely sucked, and I'll be talking about the mistakes I made. Possibly the worst time to start a real estate business. 2024, I had a little bit of more successful business, and in 2025, I'm having a little bit better luck. I did not know everything. You do not have to know everything to start. And the only thing you have to do is take action. But the show is going to be about this. The reason along my way is starting my real estate business is that if you hang out with the right people, you will have success. Success does leave clues. They do say that you do become the average of the people you hang out with. So if you hang out with 4 people that all they do is get drunk, party every weekend, and have really bad habits, guess what? You are going to be the 5th one. If you hang out around 4 millionaires that go to the gym, all they talk about is business and have successful lives, guess what? You're probably going to become the 5th one. So that is what this show is about. And that's who I am. I started a business, successfully grew it to over 6 figures. Never broke the 7 figures, but I hadn't managed to start from scratch and start from nothing. Now I'm starting a real estate business. I don't know everything, but I'm working on that. I'm asking for help, and I will be bringing guests in here that will help us, give us advice about starting your own business. I am very, very passionate about business. I love talking about business, whether it's real estate or whether it's other trades. I will be bringing different trades and different guests in this podcast. We are not just going to be talking about money, about real estate investing, or about business. We're going to be talking about life, advice, struggles in their life, their regrets, their mistakes, and so none of us can make the same mistakes they have. So we will also help you guys how to create your goal, how to create your better life, because we can all have a better life if you focus, if you build successful habits, and hang out with the right people. So guys, that is the reason I am starting a podcast, because one of the things I love to do is helping other people. That is one of the best feelings in the world, when you can help someone achieve their goals, or whatever it is that you can give a little bit of advice. That is one of the best feelings in the world. So I want to do and record this episode 0 to let you know what this whole podcast is about, this whole project. Like I said, we are going to be interviewing successful business owners. We're not just going to be talking about money. We're not just going to be talking about business. We're going to be talking about life, what success looks like to each and every one of us. I'm very excited. I'm also very, very nervous, because I never done this before. I never done this. But I do believe that success is contagious. And if you hang around the right people, you will be successful. You get the results of what you repeatedly do. So I'm very excited to interview the business owners here locally in the Burley area, in the Mini-Caja area. But it's not just going to be this area. I will be interviewing also mentors, coaches of mine, friends that I've got along the way on this real estate investing journey that I met at events. I'm very successful. I met very, very successful people. We will be interviewing them. Along the way, you're going to be listening about real estate investors, other business owners, different trades. It's going to have a variety of everything. If you are afraid to start something new, because of the fear of judgment, because you are getting out of your comfort zone, this is the place to be. Investing without regrets, it's the place to be. Why? Because we are going to interview them and they're going to give us some great advice. Now, why investing without regrets? Why that name? Because I believe that everything in this life is either about investing or spending. You can either invest your money well or just spend it on dumb things. You can either invest your money, your time well, or you can just spend your time scrolling through social media. You can invest different things. You can invest your energy, your focus on productive things, or just spend it doing unproductive things, right? So without regrets, you have to, every time you make an investment, whether it's your money, your time, or your focus, or your energy, make sure that you're doing consciously and you don't have regrets, right? When you invest with purpose, you shouldn't have regrets, or try not to have regrets. Now, you are going to make mistakes. I've invested money and I'm in a flip and I horribly lost a lot of money. Now, did I start having regrets? Yes. But that taught me a very valuable lesson. So at this point, I don't regret anymore, because it taught me a lot of things. A lot of things that I would have never learned. So that is the name of the show, guys. We are going to be, like I said, talking about how to take action, how to live a better life. I already let you know, you guys, who am I, what my name is, and why you should listen to this. Like I said, I did build a successful business, but I just wasn't satisfied. Life should be fun. And that's what I am trying to do. I am designing my life now. I am designing my life where I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, with whoever I want. Now, is it easy? No, it's not easy. It is definitely hard, but that's why I will be talking to other people to learn how they did it. So please follow me on this journey. Stick to it. Listen to this show. Please subscribe in the YouTube channel, in Spotify. Leave us a review. Follow me in my Instagram at Mr. Ivan Casiano. Like I said, I will be bringing a lot of valuable knowledge of all these people I am going to be interviewing. I have met very, very great people. There's going to be local real estate investors that owns more than 300 units. I'm going to be interviewing a local business owner who sold their family business for a lot of money. They own gas stations and several things. I'm going to be bringing a local business owner who services owns an electric company that services the biggest potato factory in the world, not just in the country but in the world. So different people, different advice. I'm very, very excited. So guys, give me a follow on YouTube. Give me a follow on Instagram. Subscribe, stay tuned, and guys, you will have a lot of fun along with me. Follow me in this journey. I am super excited. And with that being said, this is Ivan Casiano, your host of Investing Without Regrets. Thank you, and stay tuned for the show.